This is the first edition in French of Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. I'm Adam Douglas from Peter Harrington, and I'd like to show you this particular copy. It's a curiously rare book. It's published in 1778, 2 years after the first edition, and it's published in these 4 volumes rather than the 2 large quartos of the first English edition. And these are 4 small duodecimo volumes. And nobody seems to know too much information about when it was exactly where it was published. The title page says that it was published at the Hague, à la Haye, but that was actually a place that printers often used as a fictitious imprint, and it may not have been published there. And again, it says translated from the English of Adam Smith by Monsieur, and then there's just a line of asterisks. We don't know who that was. It's a nicely printed book, clean and fresh internally. The binding itself is relatively simple. It's just a quarter calf continental binding, perhaps French, perhaps Dutch. It's hard to be sure with this relatively little information from the binding tools, but there's little touches that make it attractive on the shelf. It has green paper sides, quite sort of simple paper sides, and the edges are just very pale yellow. So it's a pleasing copy of a surprisingly rare book. It's the first complete translation. There was actually an extract of Smith's work translated into French, published earlier that year, presumably to test demand for the work. But there was proved to be demand for the work, and the book was published in France, as I say, 2 years after the first edition in 1778. For more details on this book and any of our other books, please check our website.